This is Support is Sexy, episode 241, and we're continuing our series about getting out your dreams. And today's episode is about execution. Welcome to Support is Sexy. I'm your host, Elayne Fluker, entrepreneur, author, and founder of Chic Rebellion Media. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, I interview inspiring women entrepreneurs who share their wins and their lessons to help you take your business and your life to the next level and create something sexy. Here we go. Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Support is Sexy. I'm excited to have you here. It just would not be the same without you. And today we are continuing our series on getting out your dreams. Today's episode is part 4 of the series. So on the first episode, episode 238, we talked about how to get clarity around your dream. What is it? What is that thing that you're going after, at least for right now? Episode 239, we talked about how to create your vision statement and your mission statement and even your personal mission statement. So make sure you go back and listen to that. And then the last episode, episode 240, we talked about what's the plan? What are the things that you need to think about in order to make this happen? Not even just the how part of your plan, but I gave you some other things that I actually wish I thought about before I started my business. But it's never too late, right? Think about it now. If you've already started, think about the questions that I asked in episode 240 now. Answer those questions and then onward. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk to you about execution. Now that you've got the plan, you've got the mission statement, the vision statement, you have clarity on the thing that you want to go after, or you feel like it's taking shape and you have an idea, it's time to execute. It's time to move forward. No more stalling. Time to make it happen. And the first thing that I want to suggest that you do might be counterintuitive, but maybe not. If you're someone who listens to this show, you know that I'm all about this. I want you to push yourself to write down at least 10 people that you can reach out to who will help you get out this dream. Not 5, not 7, not 3, not just a couple, not I'll do it later. Start with writing down 10 people you can reach out to, whether you know them or not. Start with the people you know. Who are the first people that come to your mind? Don't edit yourself. Just write down a name. Don't think about it and say, oh, they wouldn't do it because they're too busy, or they wouldn't do it because they don't really know me, or they wouldn't do it because I'm afraid to ask them. Don't edit yourself. Write down 10 people. We need to get in the habit of thinking about who can support us around this dream. Now, we're not looking for anybody to save us. We're looking for people to support us. And there's a big difference. I know that was a hang up for me for a while, and it's still something that I work through sometimes. I'm not looking for someone to save me when I ask for support. I'm looking for just that, support. So think about 10 people. It could be people who are, say, in the industry that you're looking to go into. It could be people who have the similar product or the similar service. It could be people that you know through a mutual friend. It could be someone that you don't know. The 10 people who can help you move this dream forward, help you get out this dream. It could also be people whose books you're going to read, podcasts you're going to listen to, in addition to mine. Thank you for being here. Also, people whose courses you're going to take. Now, I would say don't make it all those people. Don't make it all people that you don't know. I want some people on this list that you know or have access to, so that it doesn't feel like it's this far-reaching thing that you're never going to be able to get a hold of, or you have a reason to put off getting in touch with them. 10 people. Take a few minutes now. Pause if you have to. Put on some music. Write down 10. Don't sell yourself short. Go for 10 people who can help you get out your dream. And once you have that list, I want you to put a deadline next to each one for when you're going to make that outreach happen. Whether that's buying the book, taking the course, reaching out to the person, getting in touch with the person who knows that person. Give yourself a deadline or a lifeline, as we like to say. Give yourself a date that you're going to make that happen. Now, it's likely that it's not all on the same date, but give yourself a date within the next couple of months that you're going to make these contacts happen. And don't cheat yourself again and say, oh, it's 10, it's so many, it's going to take me a long time. No, you can definitely do 3 outreach to people a week. You can do a lot more. You can do 10 in a week. You can do what you really want to do, right? But put a deadline on it and give yourself something aggressive for you as far as outreach to make it happen. You can do it in the next 3 months. I'm positive. I believe in you. I know you can make it happen. So put next to each one, when am I going to reach out to this person? Or when am I going to do the research and book the course or do whatever you have to do to get out your dream? Now, after we have that list, I want you to write down what you currently know to be the first 5 steps that you will take to go from zero to launch. The first 5 steps that you're going to take to go from zero to launch. And again, to reiterate, what you know at this time. You can't say what you'll learn along the way. You can't say what you would have done with these first 5 steps 5 years from now, because you'll have a lot more knowledge 5 years from now. What would be the first 5 steps you'll take today, if you had to write it down, and you do, the first 5 steps today that you are going to take to go from zero, so the idea, the dream, where you are right now, to launch, to getting that dream out there. A few things to keep in mind. It does not have to be perfect, so don't be stalled by perfection. Take imperfect action. Action is the key here. Take action. That's what you're doing. So what are the 5 steps that you're going to do to take action? It might be perfect, but even if it isn't, it'll be done. Done is better than perfect. Also, when you're trying to think of these ideas, don't get nervous. You know why? Because you have a plan. Because you wrote down a plan with the last episode 240. So don't get nervous that you can't come up with 5 things, because your 5 things can reflect what you talked about in your plan. So look back at your plan or listen again to the episode and think about that plan. What are the 5 things based on your plan or based on what you come up with now that you can do to go from zero to launch? And then take action. Again, put down deadlines, livelines, launch dates next to each of these first 5 steps. And of course, you'll do 5 more, then 5 more, then 5 more. But as of today, what are the first 5? And then put down a date of when you're going to make this happen and commit to that date. If you miss it for something out of your control, recommit with a new date. But do everything in your power to make it happen. Maybe you have a full-time job, maybe you have a family, maybe you have other things that keep you busy. Certainly understand that. You want to take care of those things. But you can make time to make the things happen that you really want to make happen. So it may take some adjustments. It may take being a little uncomfortable, at least for a while or for a long while. But if you really want it, if this is your dream, you decided that you want to make this happen, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. Trust me, I know. Uncomfortable, maybe lose some sleep for a little while, although be healthy, be sure you be healthy. You're going to have to do what you have to do, get outside of your comfort zone. You might have to talk to people that you might not normally go up to and talk to. Asking for support for a lot of us is difficult and makes us uncomfortable and itchy, but do what you have to do to make this happen. These first 5 things are super important. And I will say, as you go along, though, they might change. So as you're going through step 1 and 2, something else might come up that feels like it's important in this launch phase. That's fine. You want to have 5, you want to have 5 deadlines, and you have your list of people that you're reaching out to. That will help you get started in executing. People like to get on board of a train that's moving. For some reason, we don't like to get on the train that's just sitting in the station. We want to see it moving. We want to see it going somewhere. So be in action. I always say there's learning in action. There's learning in action. So be in action. People don't look and say, oh, she's doing it perfectly, I want to join her. It's, oh, she's doing it. Let me figure out what she's doing. Let me see if I can help. Or if you ask, hey, this is what I'm doing, can you help? As opposed to, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm dreaming about. Can you help? Get in action. Make some things happen. Accomplish some things just for yourself to check them off the list. This is your dream. You have to take responsibility for it. and you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. All right, so get started on those lists. If you didn't write it down now, write them down later. Let me know how it goes. If you need any support, you can email me, Elayne at elaynefluker.com, or you can reach me at Elayne Fluker or at Support is Sexy. And to see the previous episodes from our series, of course, you can listen on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, or wherever you subscribe to the podcast. But you can also go to supportissexypodcast.com and check out the episodes there, get all caught up, and any resources that I mentioned within the episode, they'll be within the show notes there. So go to supportissexypodcast.com and just click on the search icon at the top and type in the phrase, "Get Out Your Dream." And these show notes will come up with all of the resources there for you. As always, thank you so much for listening. I truly appreciate you. And until next time, you know what to do. Go out there and create something sexy. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care.